And what's amazing is today, oh my goodness, we've reached 400 people in the group. I'm just like, oh my God, we've finally done the 400, which is incredible. I'm still absolutely blown away by what's happening and all the members that are coming up. It's truly amazing to see where everybody's going to be taking this. It's touching my heart. It really is. So to have your hairdryer, your oils, your paints, some water, a cloth. I have my cloth because I always paint with my hands in the end. And I don't know if anybody wants to raise that, but I think we're probably going to get going, actually. I haven't chosen oils yet. So just have your oils out in front of you. We're not going to be working with any specific oils. What's going to be happening is I'll talk through the process first before we all get going. I'm going to all get you to paint a first layer. For some of you, this will be the first time you've painted. And we're just going to choose a few colours that we like and to paint. And then on the second layer, I'm going to get you to choose some oils. And the best way to choose the oils, I like to do it with my eyes closed, or you can just do it without looking and just see what oils you pick out. So it's a very intuitive way of doing it. We're not actually going to be choosing oils for a purpose. We're going to let the oils choose us. So if any oils just quickly shout out to you, or you close your eyes and pick an oil. So there'll be no, they're not certain ones to be working with. Just have your oils with you at hand, however few or many that is. And then, so on the second layer, you'll be adding a drop of oil to a paint. Any oil to any paint, that's for you to decide. And then just to start painting with the oils in the paint, which is going to be an incredible experience for those who've never done it before. And the idea is that we will be painting in layers. You will paint a layer, you will dry it with your hairdryer, and the next layer, it'll be like painting a whole new canvas completely again. So each time you paint a layer, it's not really attaching to the old layer, it's painting a new painting on top of the old one. And to paint, I would say really a minimum 4 or 5 layers. The emotion starts kicking in. There's often a change around about the 4th or 5th layer. Things start to happen. You can paint with your fingers. I do paint with my fingers. I'm gonna, if you can all unmute yourselves quickly, I think we can have a quick unmute session before we go into painting. I can't find how to unmute everybody, so if you can do it manually. Brilliant. That's it. I don't feel like I'm talking to a computer screen now. So for those of you quickly, has anybody not painted before? Yes, Heather, brilliant. Heather and Christina, excellent.
Not with you.
Ah, but you've painted before? Yeah. There's going to be quite a few on here that haven't painted with me. So Heather, if you've never painted before?
Never, no.
Yes.
Totally. I'm so excited to try it.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Is there a selection of oils that you suggest, or just whatever? Just grab
my video on.
Just whatever. Just have your oils with you.
Yeah. Okay.
Just have your oils with you, and then as we go through the process, oils will choose you.
Okay.
So I mean, the way I do it, I tend to either close my eyes, or I just put my hand out and pick an oil. What have I got? Lemon eucalyptus. So I just, I'll pick it out. And did you speak, Veronica? Was that you, Veronica? I don't know if somebody.
Oh, I forgot I was unmuted. I was like, she looks like an angel. Autumn here. Yes, the way it's coming through, like she's got wings, and yeah. Well, don't mind me. I probably should mute myself because I talk to myself.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, with the oils. So yeah, they would choose you. So just pick them, you know, as you feel. So, I mean, some people say, oh, you know, I take this oil for this purpose. That's coming from the head. And it's really allowing the oils, they will speak to you. As we know, these oils are so powerful. And for those who've never painted before, what we're going to do is take a small amount of paint.
I'm gonna mute myself here.
Okay. So is everybody ready? I see there's a few people running around grabbing their things. And there's still some people coming in. So what we're going to do is you're going to choose 2 or 3 paints that inspire you, that you like the color of, for those who've never done this before, and just to put a few blobs of paint onto your plate or your tile. And I always end up going for the same ones. And then for those of you who've never painted before, you need to wet your brush first of all in the water and just take a small amount of paint onto your brush. For some people, looking at a white piece of paper can be quite scary. A good way is just to take some paint and just to make a line across the page. And with this type of method, we're not actually thinking about what we're painting. We're just almost painting for the pleasure of it. We could just be playing around with the colors. So I've just taken it's almost like painting when you were at school. You didn't really think about it. You just painted for the fun of it. Oh, wonderful, Leah. You've got a little friend there helping you too. Lovely. Excellent. And it's so lovely doing it with children, because children do just paint. They don't think about it. And just paint what comes to you. If you just feel like painting lines or circles or whatever you feel, this isn't about painting something. It's not about painting a house or a flower. It's just going with what you feel. So do a couple of lines, add a few more lines, and just see where it takes you. So Lisa chose Jasmine, beautiful, hope and rose. Wow. Just went through an emotional detox course, priceless. Thank you, Nikki. Wow, that's amazing. Incredible oils. So when you choose your oils, yeah, just add a drop. 1 drop is all you need for a color. You don't have to add oil straight away. You know, you can add oils whenever you want. If you have any questions, just shout them out to me. It's no problem.
Are we supposed to cover the whole canvas?
You don't have to. That's entirely up to you. You can leave it blank. You can leave parts blank. You don't have to cover every area. When you feel like you've done a layer, when you feel like it's finished, dry it with a hairdryer and take a picture of it, because this is going to be a journey over several layers. It's very interesting to look back. So you can take a picture if you can with your phone, but you don't have to cover every layer. I mean, so far my layer's looking like this so far. Love it, Michelle. Oh my goodness, we're almost on the same colours, Michelle. Love it. Oh, look, we're all on the same colours. Autumn as well. No, the three of us have gone on to pink and turquoise.
That's really weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see. It came back in. Oh,
And
wow.
Michelle too's on
Wow.
the same colours.
And this is mine. I need to pull this canvas, this thing off so I can see.
Oh wow.
Zippers.
And you've got
Yeah.
the pink in yours. We're really going with the pink. Colleen as well, the same colours. We've got the turquoise and everything. Love it. Wow, Julie. Oh, I love that. Is it? I'm just going to mute while I put the hairdryer on.
Yes.
Yes, I've unmuted. So the second layer, you can either stay with the same colours, you can add new colours. I put it with pink. Yeah, me too, Michelle. It's they're my fetish colours every time. It's
So you can see my room, right? It's
yes,
purple.
that's gorgeous. Love it. And I love
Probably got,
your painting behind you. Is that one that you did?
yep, this one, actually all of the ones in this room, that one and the butterfly.
Gorgeous.
And thank you. And then on this side, I've got,
Oh wow.
oh, the lighting's not great. Oh, there we go.
They're
there's an
absolutely
abstract
gorgeous.
Thank you. I've been
Wow.
painting for a little while. I did an abstract class last year, and that's really taken off into fun directions for me. But I
Fantastic.
haven't added oils before. I haven't added the oils before.
And the oils.
I have a whole box of oils, and so I use them other ways. And I actually thought about it. I actually had this idea of combining the paint and oils a few years ago, but we've had so much going on, and my art has not really been a priority. It's starting to be a priority again, but I just hadn't gotten around to like making it happen. You know, I've just had a lot going on and a lot of some strange health issues and things, so I just have not had it done. And then when I saw your thing come across my Facebook feed, I thought, oh, somebody did it. So, I'm like,
That's why you
okay,
won't
let
do
me
it.
Oh, anyway.
It all works out at the right moment. It's I mean, when I find that the oils really change the way I paint. It's, the first time I did it, it was like through a canvas, and suddenly I put the oils in, and it does bring up emotion. It's amazing. And when you see the emotions and the oils together, what the book actually says, it's like, okay, I get it.
Interesting. I'm excited. So So are we starting the second layer yet or no?
It's as you want. If you feel your first layer is finished, you can dry it with a hairdryer and then add the next paint on with the oils.
Okay.
So
I thought I might have missed something with the drying process.
no, for good. And this is you who decides. This is your painting. So you decide on your oils, you decide on when you want to paint.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh my goodness. Here was me saying today about pink pepper. I didn't like pink pepper. I have pink pepper, basil, and spearmint. Well, spearmint, that's not surprised when I'm doing a video.
So we're supposed to choose 3 oils and 3 different colors of paint.
Not necessarily. You can choose as many colors as you want, whether that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Oils, I wouldn't choose more than 5 oils in one complete canvas because it can be quite powerful, as we know. So I've just taken 3 now. I may use the same 3. I may add a 4th one in it or not. Oh, pink pepper. I have a hard time with pink pepper. Oh.
I have a question. Do we add the oil directly to the paint or do we add it to the paper? You're muted.
That's it. You can add 1 drop of oil into the paint, and that's the best way. Then you can really use it on the paper. Occasionally, I have added it into the actual canvas, but on this, it's a good way. Yeah, choose one oil and put a drop of the color that you decide to put it into.
Do you have a favorite that you use while you're painting?
Oh, no, no. Anything comes up. I don't often diffuse while I'm painting because I prefer just to keep, there's so many oils that come up. But for me, the oils, you know, they choose me. So I'll close my eyes and just choose an oil. And it can be,
Okay.
I've had sessions where people have come back to me for several sessions and they keep choosing the same oil even with their eyes closed because they're still having to work on something.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I have so many to choose from. I don't know where to start.
Close your eyes. Let the oils choose you. Either close your eyes or don't look at them and just choose an oil that comes to you.
Okay.
It's not about you choosing it from your head. It's letting them come to you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I love purple too.
I can see yes in your
This is what I've done so far.
Love it. The rainbow. Gorgeous.
I hope.
My second layer. The purples and the pink.
Turquoise, yep. Those are my brand colors.
Yeah. Yeah. Same for me.
Love it. Love it. All right, I'm going to choose oil. Here goes nothing. I picked vetiver and spearmint were the two that I randomly picked.
So you probably have to wait 5 minutes for the vetiver to come out of the bottle.
There's a trick. There's a trick to pouring it right. And I've learned the trick thanks to my friend Julie Baker, who's here.
Okay. I would love to know that trick because I love vetiver.
There's the little stem where it comes out.
Uh-huh.
And if you get the oil lined up in it right, now that I'm going to try to show it, it probably won't do it. Then it drops. I don't know if you can see it.
Okay.
There it goes.
Oh,
That
wow.
fast.
And I just saw, I think it was Lisa she had a dropper in hers, I think. So
Mhm.
they had which is, it's crystal, yes. Yeah, I think
So-
I'll be using that. Yeah.
Yep. So that's how I do it.
So I'm actually going to go in with my fingers now, and not with a brush, but use my fingers to paint. And for me, it helps me connect more to the emotion and to the paper.
Oops, I'm sorry. I did the same thing. I connected with, I use my fingers.
Or when you paint with your fingers, do you dip them in the paint and then on the canvas?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I do have them on my fingers right now. And don't forget to take pictures of your work. It'd be great to share them in the group as well after.
Oh, I forgot.
Don't worry if you haven't. If you find you're getting too attached to one layer or you can't, you're losing the idea, you can actually turn your paper around 180 degrees and it just gives a new perspective on what you've just painted. It helps you to detach from the last layer. Leah's going for it. For those who are so used to painting, this is a completely different way because we're not actually aiming to paint something at the end. There's no like direct destination, like we're going to be painting something. We're just going to allow it to see where it's going. Oh, wow, Julia, lovely. Gorgeous. Have you used any oils in there, Julie? Veronica, it really looks like you're painting out in the open.
What did you say?
It really looks like you're painting out in the open. It's incredible that you're really far away. And then you can...
And then I come back.
I think that's really a sign of things to come, you know.
That's true.
Oh,
This is so
look
far.
at those colors.
This is the third layer. I'm getting ready to dry this.
Yeah, brilliant. Are you getting on well? Okay, Heather. Oh, but oh, wow. Purple. Love it, Colleen. Those colors. With the branches going out as well. Beautiful, Colleen. So the aroma from your canvases will probably last for a good few weeks. I've had canvases that I've got out a couple of months and they're still smelling, especially the strong smelling oils. So they're fragrance home. Yeah, Julie, I don't know how to unmute you. That's strange.
So you've mentioned that you actually feel when you're finished. Is that right?
Sorry, I've mentioned.
You've mentioned in the past that you tend to feel when you're finished. Is that right?
Yeah, there comes a time when you just feel like it's like you've expressed all the emotions that you want to express. Christina, that's beautiful. But I would wait, because some people say, okay, 3 layers, I'm done. And I often say to people, go beyond the 3 layers, go at least 4, 5, 6 layers, because that's when you're really good.
Yeah, I did do 4 layers, but I feel very tired. And I wonder if it's because, I'm new at painting this. So
you can feel quite I feel emptied often after. And it can be,
I just don't feel like anything else needs to go on this particular one.
Yeah, then you're done. Okay. Then you're done. What oils did you use, Christina?
I used fennel in the yellow, cassia in the red, spearmint in the blue, and lavender in the gold.
Wow. Yeah, some strong oils in there. Do you have the book, The Essential Emotions?
I do.
Yeah, because it's quite interesting afterwards when you look at the emotions and then you see, how you feel and what came through. It'd be quite interesting.
So out of all of the oils, the spearmint kind of stood out the most. And the fennel was one that I added in last.
Okay.
So it was more on my 4th layer, whereas the other 3 oils were on my 2nd layer.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's yeah, because I've used spearmint as well, funnily, today. It's about speaking and have that confidence in speaking. And it's, you know what came to mind as well, because fennel, I was thinking of digestion. It's like you're digesting the emotions at the end.
Oh, yeah, yes, that is the struggle for me all the time is digestion.
Ah, okay. And obviously digestion, you know, when we have problems with digestion, it's also with emotions as well. It's like you're having trouble digesting the emotion.
Oh, okay.
So it can also be from that slant as well. And that's maybe why you're feeling tired, because there's a lot of emotion to digest.
Yes, so so I'm an accountant type person, very logical, analytical, and this
Yes.
is very emotional.
Yeah, exactly. I had a lady on another course that I did who's also very left-brained, and she started doing a right-brained activity every month. And this is so, yeah, it really switched. Another reason why as well, that, you know, with the tiredness, because it's quite a new way of working for you to really come into your heart.
Yes. Yeah, and I've been looking at all of the pictures, and I've had my paints for a while, but couldn't do it. There was
Wonderful.
always something that came up as an excuse on not to do it, but now that I've done it, totally different.
That's brought tears to my eyes. It really has, because, you know, it's sad as well when people just don't make the jump, or they don't know how, or there's not the space to. And this is just giving the space for people to do that. And once you've done it, once you've got that, done that first step, then it breaks it, and it's so much easier then to come back to the canvas again and do it. That's wonderful.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna read up on my oils.
Yes.
And
yeah.
And my phone is probably gonna die out before too long, even though I have it charging, it can't keep up. So I may be leaving before too long.
Well, if you do, yeah, put something in the group after.
Okay, and I'll watch out for the link for Sunday.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm excited as you lot are.
Yeah, see, that was another reason to push myself, was to commit.
Fantastic. Oh, wonderful, Christine. I can't wait to see more of you.
Thank you. This has been really great.
Oh, wonderful. That's good to hear. And what we'll probably do is 1:30, wherever you are. It's 1:30 something. Probably in about 10 minutes, we will stop. You can carry on painting after the session, but we'll stop this session in about 10 minutes so that we can talk about our experiences and what came up. So we each get a voice and to really speak. And then afterwards you can continue your painting.
Nikki,
Yes.
can you read to me what the patchouli is for?
Sorry?
Can you read to me what the patchouli is for? I don't have the book yet.
Patchouli is about being comfortable in your own body. I will just read it out to you. So, patchouli supports individuals in becoming fully present in their physical body. It balances those who feel devitalized and who seek to escape from the body through spiritual pursuits or other forms of distraction. Patchouli tempers obsessive personalities by bringing them down to reality and teaching them moderation. This oil is grounding and stabilizing. Patchouli complements yoga practice, Tai Chi, or other exercises that aim to connect the spirit with the body. While using patchouli, individuals feel more grounded and fluid. This oil calms fear and nervous tension, stilling the heart and mind in preparing the spirit and body for deeper union. It also helps individuals to stay in touch with the earth. Patchouli helps individuals appreciate the magnificence of the physical body and all of its natural processes and functions. It assists in releasing emotional judgments and issues related to the body, such as believing the body is unholy or dirty. This oil helps with the body image distortions and general body dislike. Patchouli brings confidence in the body, as well as grace, poise, and physical strength. It reminds individuals of their childhood experiences when they use their bodies for play and fun. On the deepest level, patchouli assists individuals to feel at peace while being present in their physical body. And your painting is wonderful. Gorgeous.
Yeah, there was an argument last night about that with my son.
Ah,
You can see both of us there
yes.
arguing. So it's great because part of the discussion was exactly what you're saying there. And
That's
yeah, I
wonderful.
closed my eyes and that's the one that I picked at last. Yes.
It's so powerful every time, isn't it, Idira? It's just incredible.
I know.
Yeah, it's amazing. And,
Yeah, I also used lemongrass at the beginning, then lavender. And then I think it's labeled chalk, so I think it's sheer. I'm not sure which oil. I think it's sheer, and then
Yeah.
patchouli.
okay. So cheer, as it says, yeah, to really lift the spirit. And lemongrass is for clearing, for feeling of despondency and despair and lethargy. So it's really lifting. So that's, you know, kind of goes with the cheer as well.
Yes.
So for clearing and releasing.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened tonight.
Yeah.
Right. It was a 4 hours argument, discussion, yelling and calming and accepting at the end. So yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, those teenagers push you to the limit. So
Yeah. So you said lemongrass, lavender, patchouli,
and cheer.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, the orange is the one that has the cheer, and
Yeah.
and then the patchouli has the.
And
purple.
how did you feel during the painting? Because I know last time it was quite an emotional experience for you.
Well, I think I had the emotions last night, so right now I just feeling like releasing. Cause I woke up and I was still feeling fuzzy. But with this, I'm like, okay, let's just let it go.
Yeah,
It's
so
gonna.
that's
Yeah.
so it's quite interesting with the oils because the patchouli, links, and then the lemongrass is clearing out that old feeling of negativity and the despondency part. And then you've also got the lavender to calm and soothe while the cheer is lifting you up.
Yes.
So there's quite a process going on.
Yes. Well, I will show you some of my pictures, and I will send you a picture of one that I did. I think it was Friday. I saw something in the news that really went and make my emotions go off completely. And I remember my husband like, "What do you need?" And I need to paint. He started to grab me everything that I needed because I was just crying. And so, okay,
Wow.
yes, I know what happened there. So everybody let me paint for about an hour, and then it was fine. So yes.
Wonderful. So we just asked about spearmint, and quite a few of us have used spearmint today. So spearmint inspires clarity of thought and confident verbal expression. Individuals in need of spearmint may hide their thoughts, opinions, and ideas by withholding their voices. Spearmint encourages inner clarity about one's personal convictions and opinions. It then assists individuals in translating that inner clarity into words. And this also, to me, also rings of having that, expressing that clarity into the image, of releasing that emotion and expressing it through the paint. Spearmint promotes confidence in expressing oneself verbally, especially when speaking in front of groups of people. It helps individuals create an effective stage presence by infusing them with confidence. Spearmint encourages individuals to take public stand on behalf of their values and opinions. Spearmint can be a helpful remedy for those who struggle with communicating clearly for a wide range of reasons, from feeling scattered and inarticulate to stumbling over words. It assists individuals in becoming emotionally clear about what they want to say and then saying it. In short, Spearmint can help individuals access their inner light, convey that light to the world with clarity and confidence. I think that's why I kind of chose that for this one then.
Yes, I
I have a question.
Go on, Norma.
Do drawing circles or lines or squares, is there something emotional behind
That's entirely for
any of
you.
that?
Because you know, some people interpret that in different ways, and for me, I would say it's what it means to you, because a line for me may have a completely different feeling to you. So it's really, you know, when you're painting it, how does it make you feel? For some people, painting a zigzag may make them feel angry. For others, it calms them. So, you know, I've also, you know, with people who do art therapy or other forms, you know, they almost have like a code, or this means this means that. For me, that is you. I'm not here to really interpret exactly what that means. So.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we're going to stop in about 5 minutes to have a feedback and chat and see how everybody felt, and for us all to show our pictures of where we are.
Does someone know how to take a screenshot?
Yep, I can take a screenshot. I took
Of
one
all of
earlier.
us? Oh, you did? Oh, fantastic. Then that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it, Colleen. The colors are just gorgeous. So whenever you're ready, you can unmute yourselves. So Michelle, how was it for you?
It was good. I have done a similar sort of thing without oils. But are you familiar with Sozo?
Sorry, familiar with?
Are you familiar with Sozo at all?
No.
An inner healing process. No.
What?
No, it's okay. But it's a similar sort of thing as far as just painting intuitively and kind of, I don't know, it has a similar feel to it. So this is what I ended up with. Even though I liked my second version better than, I mean, my third layer is better than the fourth, but I just
Love it.
finished and was like, thought I was done, and then you said, oh no, you need to do at least 4 or 5 layers, but I liked the 3rd layer the better,
Yeah.
but here's 4.
Beautiful.
But my oils, man, so I had, first I picked lime, and then oregano, which I almost put back, because I was like, ooh, I don't even think I want to smell that much because it's so strong. I was like, no, okay, I'll just do it. And then I pulled out digestin, which I was like, I didn't know if I needed to use blends or just the single oils.
You can use
But
blends.
I was like, well, this is what I pulled out. And I'm like, well, I definitely need the digestin to help with the oregano, probably. So anyway, I did those, and then I thought, well, okay, I'll add one more. I did those like on the 2nd layer, and I thought, well, I'll put one more on the 3rd layer, and I ended up grabbing ginger. And so it was really interesting because ginger is in the digestin already. So I'm in process. I have an old, I don't know which book this is. I've had it for a few years, but I have this book, but it's an older version. It's not the newest, but it's still, it's still perfect. It's still fine. So I was just looking through, and it's like, wow, okay.
It's
things in there.
it's so interesting when you put the oils together and you see what's going on. It's, for me, it's like reading oracle cards. You know, there's a real message behind them. Michelle, can you write that in the group chat, the energy healing you were talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not energy healing exactly, but it is an inner healing process.
Inner healing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what page I found you on. What page did I find you on? Do you think? Like
what
the Facebook page? Yeah, I was trying to remember what page I found you on.
You can write it in the chat in Zoom.
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to just remember where I saw you, where I connected with you.
Probably was through the group, through the emotional energy. Wasn't through the emotional healing group? The emotional painting? No. Okay. We've done it. So yeah, so somewhere else.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was the emotional painters group. Anyway, whatever. I was just curious. I can't remember.
Thank you. Anybody else want to speak? Anybody else want to talk of their experience, or?
I just want to
have
say
one more layer to go. I'm not quite finished. Oh, go ahead, Heather. Yes.
No, I just wanted to say thank you. That was, yeah, it was a really interesting process. This is what I don't know if you can see that. This is what I ended up.
Wow.
Oh, neat.
But it was just, yeah, it was pretty powerful. I'm really excited to go through the oils that I picked.
Yeah.
A lot of citrus, lemon, wild orange, bergamot. I'm like, okay, I guess that's, we're going there today. And then geranium. So it smells interesting in my room right now.
Oh, that's nice.
And it said,
Can you show your painting again? I missed it.
You're so far away. I don't know. There.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it's
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I'd love you to take pictures. Take a picture, find a picture, and put it in the group.
Nice.
There's amazing pictures coming up. Yeah.
It looked warm. She did citrus, and then her painting looked warm.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Norma?
Julie and I are friends, and she knows that when I paint, I get very perfectionist and so afraid of making a mistake.
Yes.
So for me to paint and just do this
Yes.
is like, I don't know, I guess freeing might be a good word, because I'm so particular about, I guess it's the fear of making a mistake. And so see, she's celebrating. Julie, we've done with our Bible study group, we've done a couple of paint nights, and I drive the poor ladies crazy because this is one that I painted.
Wow.
And it drives me crazy because the trees don't look right.
And this,
like I wanted to throw it away.
And this is the beauty of this method, you know, because, and I actually put it in the group today on a comment, that mistakes are part of the process. And this process really helps us to accept the errors we make are just part of the journey. It's part of the final canvas. And for those who do have problems with, not problems, but, you know, have a problem letting go or very much in the perfectionist, it's a really good way of freeing that up and just going with it. Because in life we can be frightened because there could be consequences, but on paper that there's no consequence. We can put it in the bin, so we can really play around with that fear and just see how it sits with us and think, okay, you know, if I do this, what's going to happen? Oh, well, it just becomes part of the next picture. And it's a lovely way. So well done, Normie. Yes, you're going to be celebrating with Judy after.
We might go to lunch later.
Yeah. So Julie, go on then. I don't know who wants to speak. Oh, Darlene. Oh, wow.
I do. So I started out with very bold colors, and all of those in very bold colors and very like squiggly lines and very straight. And then I had to mute them all. I just felt the need. I had to lighten everything up. And so then it got this, but my husband did it with me, and he's the quote, the artist one, but he doesn't let go. So this is his that he did.
Oh.
So this is his first time, you know, and so he got very chilled out doing it, which he needed. We're dealing with a lot of stress at our house. And so it was interesting to have these two together. And I always feel very judged by because he's like, in quote, the artist, right? So I always feel very judged by, you know, what he does. And so he kept goes, oh, now I like yours. You're chilling me out. So, but I did this a few nights ago on my own, and I just arbitrarily grabbed oils again today. And I grabbed two of the same ones, which are grapefruit and green mandarin.
Ooh.
So I thought that was interesting, and I went for the same two oils.
Yes. Yeah. Have you got the book at home?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah.
And this I think this what shows that you know, just how intuitive these oils are, that they really choose us for what we need. And that's why I say, you know, that if we just choose it, even the right clothes, we end up choosing the same ones.
I tried not to. And he was using like clary sage and vetiver and really, you know, calming ones. So it was interesting. I kept picking up on his clary sage as he was doing it too. But anyway, it was interesting.
Amazing experience. And it's also, letting go of judgment, because we're not painting something, you know.
Right. He kept trying to want to do something. I kept saying, no, just, you know, if I made him flip his page because he was I think he started out this way, and then the lines, and I made him go this way, and that really kind of messed with his brain. But he's a very ADD person, and so it was good for him to kind of have to let go and do something else. Yes. And he could, like, it just freaked him out to touch it. Like, he wanted to use a brush and be very precise. And I'm like, try your fingers.
Yeah, well done, Diane. Absolutely brilliant.
I'm excited about taking the class.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. And I'm just so excited of, you know, what you're going to get out of this. It's just going to be incredible. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Oh, Colleen.
I had some different ones. I tried this one other time when you did the first one. I didn't get to be there, but I listened and stuff, and I did one, and I had different oils at that time. This time was totally different than last time. Last time was Arbor Vitae. Now they just list sandalwood. I had them in my head right here a minute ago. But anyway, it was totally different. This time it was peppermint, balance, elevation, and on guard. which I thought was an odd combination. But I figured it was more of learning about the joy in life rather than the fear of all the stuff that's going on in our world. So it was a little chaotic like a child.
Gorgeous colors. I love it. Absolutely wonderful.
So it was kind of interesting.
Excellent. I'm loving this. Somebody else? Who else needs to? Autumn? I love your name.
Sure, thanks. So I started off with the really light colors, and then all of a sudden something came over. I don't even know. Don't judge, because whoa, there's a lot going on here.
Wow, that speaks a lot.
Yeah, so I don't know if those are like prison bars or if it's DNA. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to figure it out.
That's a really interesting one. Yeah, between the infinity symbol, or yeah, there's so much going on.
Yeah. So my purple was actually citrus, and there's a lot of it in there. There's a lot of citrus going on. The white was sandalwood, the yellow was lemon eucalyptus, and the pink was, God, I don't even know what this is. Niuli. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot in there. All the colors were used on the uprights or sideways. I don't know what those are exactly, but all the colors kind of came into those. So I don't know. I'll have to look at, I'll have to look at all the different things interact after dinner.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear more, because that, does seem to be real messages going on there, something really wanting to communicate.
Yeah, but citrus is happy, so I love that.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Happiness even in the darkness. You can smell your way out of it. I don't know.
I love it.
Yeah, I thank you very much for the process. It was so great.
Oh, thank you also. That's so wonderful to hear. Wow. Leah? Leah, you haven't spoken yet. No, Leah.
Okay, unmute. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love it.
So yeah, it started out with just some straight lines of just red and orange and anyway, and then it was kind of dreary and looking a bit like a crime scene, and then and then I just started doing, I don't know if you can see the layer, but we'll send pictures of the layers, but the second layer was just circles, like just circles of gold circles. And then the next couple, and then I think there was another layer of circles, another color. And then these kind of blob, these purpley things anyway. So the oils that I used started out with Citrus Bliss and some Breathe and some Purify and lemongrass. Yeah. And then we ended up with marjoram and green mandarin.
Wow.
I love marjoram. Oh, it's one of my
Oh
favorites.
yes, yeah, I do. Use it a lot.
When I have a bath, it feels like a spa. I run my diffuser with marjoram and eucalyptus.
Ooh.
And it's lovely. It's just a very nice combination.
It's so interesting as well with the oils that you use, like a lot of like detoxing and cleansing going through.
Yeah. So the detoxing kind of stuff was with all that like red, like sharp, straight lines. That first stuff, interesting, eh? And then kind of more into the happy, calming citrus, and then the Breathe and some marjoram and green mandarin. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So yeah, very, very enjoyable. I tuned into one maybe a couple of weeks ago. I just kind of listened along when you didn't do, like, we weren't doing our own, you were just demoing it, and found it very interesting, but definitely painting along with everybody was great. Yeah, because I mean, I'm same thing, like I love art so much, but I'm not very good at it. Like I'm just not, like, it's not like I could sell my art or anything like that. Just not like that, right? So this is awesome because it's just like, it's not about that. It's not about producing a beautiful piece of art. It's just about, and I love this. Like I'm looking at this and it's bringing me joy.
Yes. I mean, it really is, it's about the journey, and we sing in the shower without, saying that we're going to be singers, or we dance at a party without needing to be dancers. And we've all painted when we're little, and then school comes along and we start judging. And it's just getting back into that zone of just enjoying it, and just obviously the benefit as well with the emotional side that really comes out. So yeah, wonderful that you found happiness in that.
Oh yeah, it's been great. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Leah. Somebody else want to speak? Crystal? Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Crystal.
This is my second painting. The first one I did on my own, but this is my first time doing it with you in the group. And it's kind of like our oils, right? We know the work, we believe in them, we use them, but even 7 years later, I'm like still in awe, right? Whether it's Melaleuca for a scrap or emotional or whatever, you're just like, I can't believe that worked, but we should know that it works. I'm finding the same thing with this process. It's crazy. I opted for a journal because I was kind of overwhelmed on what to do with all the canvases. We have a very large family. I'm thinking, where am I going to put all these paintings? So basically, they're just in the book here, and I thought I'd just keep a journal of the paintings. So, and the size didn't overwhelm me. When I started, I just wanted to feel like I could breathe. The first 3 or 4 layers look nothing like that. It's interesting how it ends up, but the oils I picked, I did blindly, which was really hard for me, because I need to know what I'm getting into, basically. So I blindly, whoa.
Oh, are you doing
I'm
something?
gonna Zoom.
Okay, well, I need to go. I'm gonna be late for work.
They're hanging up.
Thank you.
Teenagers.
I work till 8, so if you need a card, just
Oh,
send some for.
okay, have a good day. Sorry. So, and if I had any control over these, I probably, although I love them individually, I probably wouldn't have chosen them for a painting. But I got eucalyptus, marjoram, and Siberian fir. And back November, I have 2 autoimmune disorders. I have Hashimoto's and I'm hypothyroid, and I have rheumatoid arthritis. And I went into a very severe flare that bedridden me up until a couple of weeks ago. I've been going to physical therapy, can't get into a specialist until May because I was diagnosed with my primary. They've done all that they can do. Physical therapy is trying to keep my nervous system calm, and I'm just trying to do self-care and until I can get to the specialist in May. So these oils are just mind-blowing. One of the things that stuck out was
We've lost you, Christine. Christine, we can't hear. We can't hear you, Christine. She's gone. We'll see if she comes back.
It was Crystal.
Crystal, yeah, Crystal. We've lost Crystal. We'll see if she comes back. Veronica, while waiting for Crystal to come back.
Hi, I've got one more layer. My numbers are 3, 5, and 7. So I wasn't going to go to 7. That was too many. So I stopped at 5. I have one more layer, which is white, and that one's going to be wild orange, And so in this, I'm going to give you this before I show it to you. So my orders are Melissa, geranium, wild orange, Litzia, and Brie.
Wow.
And so Litzia spoke to me because I knew that I was doing this. So I wanted to have Litzia anyway in it. So I plugged her in. So all my oils are female, okay? So I say she this and she that. And so here we go.
Love it.
See. Oh, can you see it? Okay, I know. Let me turn this thing off.
Yes.
Just a second. Okay, I can come out of the background, go none. Okay, there.
I love it. I love
And
those.
that
Gorgeous.
is
Very
okay, and
feminine.
that's it. I used a sponge, I use my fingers. I use the little spatula thingy doogie. And so, and then I'm gonna do white. And so it's one more look, you know, afterwards, that's gonna be the end with wild orange.
Wonderful.
I love it. I
We'll
love
be
the
sniffing our
Lixia.
paint.
I love Lixia. Yes. And she is just like, woo, you know, so I'm hoping that will last a while.
It will. It will. I mean, mine have lasted weeks, you know, if not months, some of them with the really strong oils. Yeah.
But I love this process. It's amazing. And so many things have been coming to mind of how I can use this with other people.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm looking forward to the summer.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
After
great.
the, you know, the facilitators course, and then, you know, when we're ready to roll.
Wonderful. Thank you. Crystal, we'll
Yes,
come back
thank
to you.
you.
Thank you.
She.
Yeah, we lost you.
I wasn't sure what happened. I just dropped and fell off. Just the marjoram, being this level of illness, you have to put a lot of trust in your family members to help with your care. My duties, my responsibilities. And one thing that stuck out with me was marjoram teaches that trust is the basis for all relationships. And I feel very isolated and overprotective of the home and things getting done, and very quite interesting reading all that. And then just the Siberian fir, it says it helps ease difficult transitions by encouraging you to focus on finding the meaning and purpose with each new chapter. And this illness has definitely been a chapter. We're going in almost 5 months, so it's definitely, but by the end of this, my lungs are open. Everything cleared out of here. I really feel like for the first time in a while that I've really been able to breathe. And I've been using all my respiratory support oils, but yeah, I can't even describe how I feel after this, but the aroma is just amazing. And the aroma is still on the other one that's about 2-3 weeks ago. So it's a beautiful process. I'm really enjoying it.
Thank you so much. That's just, oh my goodness, because that's brought tears to my eyes. You know, already in the fact of you having, you know, a hard time not knowing what's going on, that it was hard for you to actually choose your oils like that and to do it. And then, you know, how you're feeling through the process. It's just,
yeah,
it just shows how powerful it is. And as you say, so many of us use these oils day in, day out, but the painting, I think, really shows just how powerful they are and how intuitive they are.
Very true. Because it was like everything else, I feel like I have no control over my life right now. And I'm like, and I don't get to pick my oils.
But then it's also,
I closed my eyes and I picked from the wall, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
To trust
Yeah,
that
trust the process. Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Somebody else, Yadira, if you're still there.
I'm here.
Yeah.
No, well, I've been since I think 2 weeks ago that I met you with Lisa. I've been painting a lot, and it's been nonstop. I pretty much paint every day now. I didn't know I enjoyed this that much. It's just releasing and just feeling and expressing it without even having to say it, just with colors and the scents, the aroma from the oils. And it speaks to me like it's like if I was taking therapy with a therapist. It's just, but it's in the canvas. So it's just great. It's like everybody says, it's a beautiful process, and it's really helping me to focus in different things that I need to work, it just thoughts in your brain, but then I just give me permission to express them somehow and take them out. And then I know what I have to do. If I have to call somebody or do something or read something, and just process whatever is lingering in my mind.
Amazing. And, you know, as you say, you know, we don't need words. We can just, with the colors and the oils, it does the work at such a deep level that words we don't always have. And that's just so beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, and I love that what you said. It for me it's like going back to kindergarten when I had paint to work with, and then for some reason it never happened again. So it's just being there and just release and have fun.
Yeah, that's it.
It's been great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow. Is everybody spoken? I think everybody has. We can all unmute if you want. Just thank you all so much for your presence in the group, for your presence now, and it just touches me so much to hear all your stories and how this is, how it's worked for you, what it's released for you. It just touches me so deeply, and to know that even today, if you don't go on with the training, the fact that you're finding joy again in painting and just enjoying that moment and what that's bringing for you on a daily basis, it's huge. It's huge for me. So thank you so much.
Wonderful. I'm glad it came across my path at just the right time. It's been
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, and I think that's happened to so many people in this group. It's perfect timing, and it's not by chance.
Yeah,
truly
that's right.
amazing. And like you, Michelle, as well, you've been thinking about this, and then bingo, it's here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go because it's evening here as well, and quite a few people have had to go as well for food and for families, etc. So thank you so much, and don't forget, put your paintings and what you felt about our little moment together, put it all in the group, and we'll share a bit of joy. Thank you so much.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.